Thank you for joining this lesson. Kindly subscribe to the channel as we continue. We're going to study the percentage error in the calculation of perimeter. The side of a triangle measures 5 centimeters, 7.1 centimeters, and 6.20 centimeters respectively. Find the percentage error in calculating the perimeter. We first of all examine where each dimension lies by considering the absolute error in the recording of the dimensions. For example, the first dimension, which is 5, has been recorded to an accuracy of the nearest whole number, which we call it the accuracy of 1, and the absolute error will be when we divide 1 with 2, giving us 0.5. Therefore, this dimension will lie between when we add the absolute error in the recording of the side, and this will be either 4.5 or 5.5. Therefore, the first dimension lies between 4.5 and 5.5. The other dimension, which is 7.1, has been recorded to the nearest 1 decimal place, which is 0.1, and this has to be divided by 2 so that we may know the limits of 7.1. So 0.05. So when we take 7.1, to know its limits, we either add or subtract 0.05. And when 7.1 we subtract 0.05, we get 7.05 to 7.15. So that is where the second dimension is lying. The other dimension, which is 6.20, has been recorded to the nearest 2 decimal places, which is 0.01, and this also has to be divided by 2 to give us an absolute error of 0.005. Therefore, we add or subtract 0.005 to 6.20, and therefore the limits of 6.20 will be, when 6.20 we subtract 0.005, this gives us 6.195 to the upper limit, which will be 6.205. So that is where the last dimension is lying. After that, we usually calculate the working perimeter, the maximum perimeter, and the minimum perimeter. So the working perimeter will be given by the raw recordings, which will be 5 plus 7.1 plus 6.20. So we take 5 plus 7.1 plus 6.20, and this gives us 18.3 centimeters. When we get the maximum perimeter, then we use the upper limits of the dimensions. 5.5 plus 7.15 plus 6.205, and this will give us a maximum perimeter of 7.15 plus 5.5 plus 6.205. This will be a total of 18.855 centimeters. Then the minimum perimeter is calculated by adding up the lower limits of each dimension. And here we will have 4.5 plus 7.05 plus 6.195. The total will be 4.5 plus 7.05 plus 6.195, giving us a total of 17.745. So after that, we calculate the absolute error, which is calculated by the difference between either the working and the minimum or the maximum and the working. So when we subtract 18.3 minus 17.745, we get what we are calling absolute error. The same value can be obtained by subtracting the working from maximum, which will be 18.855 minus 18.3. So when we subtract 18.3, we get 0.555. So that will be the absolute error. After that, we get what we call percentage error, which is calculated by getting the absolute error divided by the working perimeter, and we multiply by 100%. This is 0.55 divided by the working perimeter, which is 18.3, then we multiply by 100. So this will give us 0.0303%. Thank you for following.